For years, the most popular video on this channel was a monthly series about the free stocks I was going to buy in that particular month. This is something I learned from the big stock investing YouTubers. This is what they all do. They talk about the stock they are buying all the time. But I don't make these videos anymore, and I don't want to make them ever again. It's a very simple reason, actually two reasons why I'm not going to make these videos anymore. The first one is that I'm not buying that many stocks anymore. If I had to make a new video every month about the free stocks I'm buying, I have to buy free stocks. But if this is not the case, so why should I make a video? Yes, of course, I buy free stocks, I buy 5 stocks, sometimes I might buy even more than that. But these are companies I already talk about, and it's mostly taking opportunities in the market. So why should I say, okay, this month I'm buying these free stocks? If I had to make a video for October 2025, maybe it would have been about Evolution Gaming, which I'm buying. Maybe it would have been about dLocal, 2 stocks. I bought Wise yesterday, so Wise probably. But can I really say, okay, these are the free stocks I'm buying? I bought Wise because the stock price yesterday fell at a good price for me to buy. But there is no such big margin of safety that I'm going to buy aggressively like I used to do last year. We can say the same thing about dLocal. I would prefer buying at a lower price. What about Evolution? It's undervalued. I see a big margin of safety with Evolution. I'm buying. The same thing can be said about Crocs, but I'm not buying Crocs anymore because my position is already big enough. I don't want to go bigger than that. Not at this time. So it's not on this list. That doesn't mean it's not a good company. I'm not saying what these YouTubers, they do, it's wrong. They are much bigger than me with more subscribers. They must be doing something right, which I'm not doing. Their returns are great, better than mine. They must be doing something great. But it was never the purpose of this channel to explode to have 1 million subscribers. Of course, we always hope that. And as an investor, I have evolved over the years to refine my strategy. I have become a better investor today than I was 5 years ago, even though 5 years ago I had big returns on GameStop. So you might say, okay, this is the returns. You were better back then if you're looking just at returns, but I don't think like that. I think that as much you're learning, you're growing, you're learning more about investing. Today, the way I approach investing is just the same as 5 years ago. And one of the reasons why my returns 5 years ago was much better than today, it's because I was doing deep value investing. I was looking at these companies, but GameStop was once in a lifetime. You're not going to have something like that again. Of course, if I find something like that, I would invest in it. But for the long term, I prefer investing in compounders. Companies that are undervalued, yes, but they can compound at a high rate. And this is maybe the lesson, the most important lesson that Warren Buffett learned from Charlie Munger. And I learned that from them. It did not take me 20 years to learn that. And I'm happy it did not take me 20 years, but still it's a very important lesson. What do I mean by buying compounders? For example, let's say dLocal. This is a company that is growing revenues by over 50% a year. It is a compounder. The earnings are growing. Margins will improve over time. So let's say, for simplicity, the intrinsic value is going to grow by 20% a year for the next 5 years. For simplicity, we are talking like this. So you buy today, it is undervalued. There is a margin of safety I already bought. I don't have to do anything. I just let it compound. Maybe in 2 years, the stock price will fall by 50%, I will buy more. But it doesn't really matter if the stock price is down by 50%, I buy more. Even if I don't buy more, it's okay. You look at Netflix in 2022, you look at Meta in 2022. These companies underperformed the market. They were down 50, 70%. But today, they are doing so much well if you look at over the long term. You could have bought at this time, even if you were wrong, you did not buy. It's okay, they are compounders. There's also Booking Holdings, which I own. I talked about this recently, that if you bought in 2021, in 2022, you would have been losing money. I think it was down 40%. But over the long term, it has compounded. What's great with such a company was that the fundamentals was improving. The earnings were growing, revenues were growing, so fundamentals were improving. The market was worried for the wrong reasons. And the company was able to repurchase shares. This is what I see with Crocs today. This is a company that even though it is not growing that much, it's not a compounder really, but the fact that the stock price is low and the company can repurchase shares as such a low price, this is a catalyst, which we don't see with many companies that are struggling to grow revenues, and it's a company that can grow revenue without much capital expenditures, which is rare in this industry. It has a strong brand. This is all I'm looking for when making an investment. These are companies I can be talking about for hours, but I will be making every week a video about those companies. Somebody would watch me talking about the same company for hours every week, and there is nothing new to add really. I can make videos like the other YouTubers about companies I'm following. Everyone was making videos about Duolingo recently. I like this company, but it's expensive for me. But there is nothing I can add that these YouTubers did not already say. If there was something new I knew, I was going to make a video, but there is nothing new I can add. Please watch their videos. I don't think I need to make a video about every company that becomes popular for some reason. There are companies I'm never going to invest in at current price. For example, Costco, which I would love to talk about. It's a wonderful company. I can make a video about this, but it won't get that many views because nobody is talking about Costco anymore. But it's a wonderful company. I know I have been a little irregular with YouTube recently, and I apologize for that. I needed a break from YouTube. I will be making videos again, but it's not going to be in the format of before. I want to make videos that I enjoy making, like it used to be in the beginning when I started YouTube. It doesn't matter for me now about the views. People will find me. I watched a video, I forgot the name of the channel, and I was looking at the card ecosystem. There was one company, I looked for it, and a guy made a video. I liked the video so much, I subscribed to the channel. The guy has only 2,000 subscribers. So it was a wonderful company. I learned so much from that person because they know this company. And it's not someone with such type of content. They are not going to grow to 20,000, to 200,000, 2 million. It's not going to happen. I don't think so. I hope it happens because I like their content. They are doing something they enjoy. They are really helping people who are looking for such videos. So if you want to learn more about why I'm buying the local, I will recommend you watch this video next. Have a nice day and goodbye.